Welcome back. I know I have made some videos and I talked about financial domination, and I did explain what financial domination is. So today's video I wanted to talk about how some men are actually FINDOMs, okay? And in all of my explanation, I mostly talked about how women are mostly the DOMs, or the one dominating, and the men are the submissive ones. But in today's video, I want to tell you about how some men are also like the DOMs, and how some women are the submissive ones and actually pay to be dominated. So let's get into it. But we're going to start from the beginning. So financial domination is basically a lifestyle. In this lifestyle, it mostly entails two people. So there is someone being dominated and someone doing the dominating, and the one getting dominated is known as the sub or the pay-pig. Mostly the sub is willing to be dominated. They are willing to pay to get dominated. It's that with a consensual agreement. And the dom, that's the person doing the domination, that person is receiving those payments. It could be gifts, it could be money, like getting paid to do that. Okay, so this whole thing is between adults. It's consensual and they agree to do this thing. Okay, so the person dominating can also be called a dom, can be called the financial dominant or the FINDOM. The cash master can also be called the money master. There's so many names for the dominant one. Some also call them the goddess, or the money dom, your mistress. And the submissive one, the one who is being dominated or humiliated, that person can be called a pay pig, a cash pig, a fin sap, human ATM, money slave. Then we just call them sabs. So the thing is, most of the time, the people who submit to the dom are mostly men. So men are the most people who are into this financial domination thing. So they are men who submit to women and they pay them to do this. The woman will humiliate them. The woman will look down on them. The submissive ones do not want to be in control. So sometimes anything for them to feel less of whatever they are. That's just it. They get pleasure out of feeling less. That is what mostly this thing is about. In today's video, I wanted you guys to know that there are some women who also want to feel less. There are women who also pay to get dominated, but it's not as much as men who pay for women to do that to them. And also there are men who pay other men to dominate them. So there are some men who rather pay a man who is a dom to dominate them, but that's what they prefer. So this financial domination thing, it's mostly an online thing. So mostly people exchange money online, and then they exchange these interactions where the other person gets humiliated just to get that kind of pleasure they want. So people can spend like a lot of money on this fetish. Some people might never ever meet their doms, but then they're paying them for these services, this online service. And there are platforms where people actually sign up to create profiles, and subs come in for those services. So this is like a whole industry for financial domination. Some people also use social media platforms to attract PayPigs so they can give them the services. There are some people also who create like social media accounts or sign up with websites so that they can get all these services they want. So these people, they never meet. One dominating might never meet you, but then they all like enjoy their part. The one dominating is getting the gifts, the money, and also the one getting dominated is like getting the pleasure they want. In some cases, they wish they are there to like see the person dominating them spend the money they give them, because they doing that also give them that kind of pleasure. So yeah, but in most cases they don't really get to witness them spending their money. But I'm not sure if every pig wants that, like to be there to experience the dom spending their money. I don't know if every pig will want to experience that. And there are cases where like The submissive one literally involves the dom in their finances. So sometimes they might, let them know what they actually have in their account, and they will have to come into an agreement as to how much the dom might get. So there have been some cases where some men have lost everything because they kept on giving and giving and giving, and now they have like nothing left, but then they just want to keep on giving. I know some of you like hearing this situation now might think like, isn't this just fraud? Like someone taking your money and just, someone taking your money for humiliating you. How is that even a fetish? Some people might think it's just unbelievable and it's just fraud hearing this for the first time, but this is an actual thing that really happens. If you want to hear more about it, you can watch my other videos where I explain certain topics in financial domination. If you are interested in this, I give like websites where you can do this, and I also give places where you can get paid and things you can sign up for if you are really interested in doing this, or if you are genuinely interested in humiliating people. There are some women who are in high places and make like a lot of money, and sometimes like they just want to let go and let someone else take control. So they sometimes end up signing up for FINDOM with men. There are men DOMs who actually do this because it's mostly like women who are DOMs. So this can also be a competition for the men who are DOMs. So if you're a man and you're DOM, or if you're a man and you want to be a DOM, you have to make sure you sign up on different platforms. Okay, don't sign up on just one platform. So sign up on different platforms so you can get more chances of getting PayPigs. So if you're a male and you're trying to get into financial domination, or if you're already in financial domination, make sure you sign up with different platforms. Don't just sign up with just one platform, so that you increase your chances of meeting different PayPigs. And as I said before, for the male DOMs, there are women who go to them because those women also want to be dominated, they want to be humiliated, and there are also some men who will prefer to go to the male DOM rather than to go to female DOM. Don't ask me why. Another thing you can do as a male DOM is to understand the FINDOM industry, because the FINDOM industry is mostly filled with female DOMs. So as a male DOM, I think it's best to understand the industry and also know like what these female PayPigs want. Like, what do these female PayPigs expect from a male DOM? What do these male PayPigs expect from a male DOM? You need to know what it's about, and you need to know like what the downside is. Okay, so another thing you can do if you are trying to be a male DOM, or if you already are a male DOM, is to find a way to learn from experienced DOMs. You can reach out to other DOMs who are like experienced and ask them for tips and things to know, like what to expect. So yeah, use different platforms, understand the FINDOM industry, and also try to seek knowledge from the experienced DOMs. So those are the 3 things I will recommend. So the downside to this thing is that sometimes some people might get too emotionally attached. As a DOM, your sub can get like emotionally attached to you. Also, you, the DOM, can also get attached to your sub. So that's something you want to avoid. No attachment, okay? No attachments. Another thing you should do is to make sure like you communicate. As a DOM, communicate clearly with your sub. Set boundaries with your sub. Make sure there are boundaries you don't cross. Once in a while, you guys will just talk about how things are going with whatever kind of relationship you guys have, and find out if things are going the way they're supposed to. If someone is getting uncomfortable, since this whole thing is a consensual relationship, you need to be on the same page and know things are going well. Because after all, one is getting money and one is getting pleasure. Just to be sure everybody is getting what they need. Also, like when you create your profiles on all of these websites, make sure you create like a really attractive profile. Make sure your pictures are attractive. You can take like some professional photos and all that to make your profile look really attractive, because you're trying to like have a very attractive brand, so that when your subs come in, you can get the money for like your expenses, your bills, for those expensive gifts you want. So yeah, that's it for today. If you watched to this point, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below. If you have more information you'd like to share with me, I'm open to it.